And then we have, which I think is quite a treat actually, for you out there who are doing everyday endoscopy. We've got 10 cases that we just took from the case book in Ghent from the last few weeks actually, of endoscopic video matched with histopathology. So we made sure we have all the histopathology of the lesions that you'll see in those videos, and we'll have some live polling in that meeting. So maybe in preparation for that, you don't have to do it now, but if you want to, you can put this URL into your browser on your iPhone or your phone or your Android, whatever you have. And then you can add a code here, which will let you into the session for the live polling later. But maybe the most important thing is you go to this web address and later you'll see the code on the screen when we're doing the polling. And this lets everyone have a bit of interaction about exactly who sees what in what polyp when we're showing the video.
Thanks, David, Roland, and John. Thanks for inviting me again. Must have done something right the first time. Yeah, my area of interest really is precancerous stomach, histogenesis of cancer evolution, and optical diagnosis and endoscopy and outcomes. That's really my passion and interest, hence my talk today on gastric polyps. So early gastric cancer, these hard lesions, if you use enhanced imaging, they're much easier to see. So this is an example. You can't really see it on white light, but when you use enhanced imaging, you zoom in, you can see the demarcation line of an early gastric mucosal cancer. So our learning objectives, polyp recognition. I hope you'll confidently be able to say, oh, that's a fundic gland polyp, that's an adenoma, because it has the typical architecture. Oh, there's white opaque substance. Oh, there's a highly vascular pattern with a deep, prolonged, ridged vascular pattern. That's going to be hyperplastic. Oh, this is a mixed fundic gland hyperplastic polyp. Oh, this is atrophic gastritis. I need to look for an early cancer. Oh, there's a little one. There's an atrophic. There's a demarcation line. I hope this has given you some insight into the most common and the most prevalent polyps in the digestive tract, and also some of the challenges in diagnosis. A little bit of awareness of some of these polyposis syndromes and when to think beyond just typical sporadic fundic gland polyps. Decision-making, when to biopsy, which is most of the time, when to resect, and a little bit of insight into techniques for polyp removal. So in terms of key messages, please describe the polyps in detail using the Paris classification, number, location, and also background pathology. So I don't want to know just about the polyps. I want to know what the rest of the stomach looks like. Always use enhanced imaging. It's crucial for polyp classification. If you find always look for Helicobacter pylori with adenomas and hyperplastic polyps. Consider polyposis syndromes, particularly the most common one you see in the stomach, FAP. Biopsy all polyps really, except for fundic gland polyps, and then just target any polyps you're worried about. Resect all adenomas. Resect hyperplastic polyps greater than a centimeter. Or if you're taking away the driver, Helicobacter most commonly, treat, bring them back, and resect if they haven't regressed, or where there's any dysplasia or complications.